It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line. Great. Out. No, touch that! Alpha!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, his defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They go play action with Hurts. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Hurts. to get away. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
At their own 24-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Tua now on 1st down. Jones has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Touchdown, Packers! Cade Otton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Packers defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Tua now on first down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now an option play on second down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half, but not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Being chased out left. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. With a lead to a 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll find Jones again, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Falcons! David Njoku as the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Wolf on now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. Eluding the pressure right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Pollard to return from the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Tua. There's a short one taken in by Otten, and he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On second down, Tua. This pass hauled in by Dotson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, here's Tua sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Johnson, 30 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, easy, 63, back. No.
An inside give to Jones. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down. but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rolling to his right. He'll check this down to Hines. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. And now they're in the hurry-up. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now we're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
63.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
Flushed out right.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And he gets in. Touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back.
Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. 46 yards.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
They go play action with Hurts.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out under.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential get.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Again, it's Jones.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. David the Joker with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a dump off here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tua now on first down. And it's a Packers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Packers are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Throwing Tua. Connecting with Johnson.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Complete. Pollard.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Tua.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Here's 1st and 10. Tua. Swinging this out for Pollard.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Tua. Completes this one to Thornton.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Steps away to his left.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
20, TX.
Tua.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it across across midfield inside the 45. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
13 yards.
And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him a football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on